Hello, I'm Ariza Gaming. We're back with some more oxygen not included. Let's just get into it. We're about 50 cycles in to Radioactive Ocean, and it's going alright.
Hello there.
Hello there, Rendezvous. Hope you're having a good day. Right, why are we yellow alerting? Oh, is this the pit? Is this relocating the pit? It is. So we've just actually put the Saturn critter traps next to the beaters. We have to get some pit planting to help them out in this case. Oh, he's getting bitten now. Oh, and they've all died? Hold on. Oh, were they getting too warm actually fighting the beta? Fighting the pip? Something happened. They've turned aggressive now. It's interesting. They weren't aggressive when we came in here and did this. I'm starting to think that might have been a bug because they immediately went for that pip. Our original plan was to flood this room with carbon dioxide so they would be sleeping while we were doing all of this. But they actually just let us come in the end, and I'm not really sure why. I think, you know what, I think we might actually just leave that pip there to be eaten. I don't actually want to come back into this room. We've set up the hydrogen pump. We've set this up to a very high pressure because I don't actually need to use this right away. We actually have about 500 kilograms of hydrogen stored up here just from our electrolyzer.
Killer fish
Hello,
from
Glavis.
San Diego.
Welcome.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
You're the killer fish for the evening. It's more likely than you'd think. Hope you're doing well. So we have a few ideas today. So first of all, we want to get this cool slush heated up and sieved so we can pump it to Oxyferns. Then we can make our Oxyfern duplicator. And then, I think actually what I want to do is, I want to make sure we can pip plant a load of arbor trees. Because we don't normally use pip planting, and I feel like actually having a huge amount of trees is the only way that we're going to get the polluted dirt needed to feed all these Pokeshells. Now, the thing about pip planting is you can't do it very densely. But we also don't have a lot of water to actually feed trees. Because we have a cool steam vent here, a polluted water vent here, or it's a cool slush geyser, so it's half as much as a polluted water vent. And then we have another cool steam vent. No, we have a saltwater geyser over here. We actually have two saltwater geysers. So the issue is, we would have to filter the water and then pollute it and then also cool it down to the point where we grow trees with it. Which feels counterproductive. So I think we are actually just going to wild plant the trees. In terms of where we're actually going to put them, I feel like what would make sense is how much space do we have over here? That's a fairly large amount of space. The Pokeshell ranches, I think, if we actually have a look at the Pokeshells, I think we're just going to have them in sort of a regular sort of ranch configuration. 8 per ranch, 96 tiles per ranch. I think what we might do is we might try and pip plant a load of trees next to where we're going to put the Pokeshells. And the other thing is, ultimately, I think we just want to freeze all this salt water. So... or boil it, frankly. I mean, we could just dig up all of the radioactive biome and then pour the salt water into the magma to get rid of it. That might work. But let's get this set up first. I think I want to keep this next to the geyser. I think that's fine. Then I can actually seal this off as well, and we can just sort of leave it alone. Seems fine. We're going to need some conductive wire. Let's actually research conductive wire. Because we need to actually power the metal refinery. But yeah, I like this, because we'll just use this to make aluminium. I'm going to see if we can do all of this stuff without actually leaving the radioactive ocean. I think that'd be quite funny. But that means no steel, because there's no iron ore anywhere. So we are just going to be using this to, A, heat our water for our Oxyferns, because it's too cold otherwise coming out of this. And B, then actually get the aluminium refined. But the other thing is, obviously, because we're freezing all the salt water, we have a large amount of ice. If we actually go into liquefiables, we currently have 38 tons of ice and some brine ice. I think the brine ice may have melted in here mostly now. Because we've done so much extra water in here. But we're going to keep letting this flow. That's going to keep melting this ice gradually. If we look at the temperature map mode, I think what I want to do as well is... I'll probably actually just want to dig up the abyssalites. For the most part. I think that would be a decent plan. And then that should allow the salt water to conduct its heat into the radioactive biome sooner. Hello, the Snow Fox. Hope you're doing well. You know what? I'm going to leave the music on today. I like having the music on. So we'll leave our playlist on today. I need to think about a few things before we actually finish this tile. So this water needs to go in here. This pipe is so short, I'm just going to make it ceramic. That's fine. I can go there. We can put a tile here. You don't actually need to get back in this room. No, you shouldn't be starving. That's fine. So we have 500 tons of dirt. So I'm not really worried about the mealwoods running out anytime soon. They're starting to get a little bit hot. It does occur to me that we kind of don't have a lot of active cooling going on, and we're kind of just dumping heat into the asteroid. Not the best plan. Also, we're not going to have steam turbines to delete the heat. I think perhaps ice makers, the humble ice maker, is going to be what we use. Yeah. A, we'll take all the ice out of here and circulate it on some mechatronics, and then B, we'll stick to ice makers for our cooling. Because ice makers now delete a lot of heat, in case you didn't know. They are very, very efficient at deleting heat. For some reason. You know what, actually, leave that there. And leave that there, I think. I could speed this up a little bit as well, that's fine. Alright, I think I've given them enough errands. This is very hazardous up here. with the carbon dioxide zone and the oxygen masks. 3 stream streak. I'm sure you must get larger streaks than that, Uglivisk, but enjoy your extra Paku points. I think we just need a ladder here now. Let's just bite the bullet. And then, in fact, I may even just fire pole down. Do I want to do that here? I mean, I guess technically I could align this. If we're deleting the whole biome anyways, then maybe it doesn't matter. I think I'll just put it here for now. I don't really want to commit to anything on this. But I think what we will do... Oh, we got the saltwater geyser. Actually, hold on. Is that going to get in the way? Yes, that is going to get in the way of this area specifically. Okay, well, what about this side? This side has obstacles as well. Well, we could just pit plant a load of arbitraries in here. Seems fine. I am just going to make natural tiles with the airlock exploit, I think. For this. So let's have a think about what that would actually look like. We can start breeding pips, because I want to make sure that we have some better food than mealwoods, frankly. Right, Liam can have crop tending. Quinn can have supplying. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. I believe you guys shouldn't actually need to come to the gym anymore. We did have them in the gym for a little bit while we were getting the betas set up. So I'm going to turn these off now. The errand is interrupted every schedule block, so they shouldn't be running in here too much. Yeah, what are you guys up to today? Have you had a good Thursday? Oh, you know what would make sense as well while we're here? We need to actually just store Pokeshell eggs somewhere. Maybe we just stick them down here for now. Maybe just do this. And then just put a dispenser here and put all the pinch rows here. That seems reasonable. Yeah, maybe something along these lines. Also, I could remove these tiles. We'll stick a ladder in here. So I don't want it to be just a fire pole. Be kind of weird. If I actually push this over, then we can put the ladder here without issues. So let's see. I mean, the ladder could go like this. That's not a problem. Hello, Jenna, please. Hope you're doing well. You're having a pleasant day. But yeah, I think we're going to be able to thoroughly investigate Pokeshells and pit planting and the beta stuff in a bit more depth, just in this short little run. That's the plan. I'm really looking forward to Surviving Mars. I know I keep talking about it. I love that game, and I'm sad that I stopped playing it. I stopped playing it because of the issues with the new DLCs, and I felt like, well, if I'm not getting the complete experience, or the complete experience is bad, then I should wait until they update it. And they're actually updating it, and I'm so excited. Because it's like actually one of my favorite games. Right, you can dig that out as well. Let's remove this. Right, now we can remove... Oh, right, I'm going to have to push this water back here as well. Okay. I'll tell you what, you can actually dig this. Go ahead and do that. And then you can deconstruct that as well. I think I will just uncover this for now. I don't think we can get out this way, though. Yeah, let's put like a... I don't know, let's just put a little ladder here. You can come have a look. I will dump all this salt water at some point, but we're going to cover this up first. Who's idle? Nails. Yep. Oh, I see. I see what the issue is, and you can't dig properly, can you? Well, in that case, make a sedimentary rock ladder here. Oh, you can dig, you're just boring. Damn, influencers like a reason making me want to play this game more. Wow, you know what? I think it's the first time I've ever been called an influencer. Thank you. But, I mean, you're not wrong. Basically, when I was watching Shen, all the games I was well, a lot of the games that I get because Shen has played them first. So it is actually effective advertising to games. It is, and it's sincere as well. You know that it might be worth doing if you're actually watching someone just unironically playing the game for like hours. Saying that your backlog is killing you, yeah. No, but I think the vibe is actually surprisingly similar to Oxygen Not Included. I wouldn't say it's as difficult, but you can certainly die even if you're paying attention. Like, there was a quest I was doing, one of the mysteries in the original game. I think it was the Metatron one, where there's an obelisk that gives you a load of tasks, and it messes with your base. And I actually died on that, even though I was trying as hard as I could. So, it hits the level of difficulty that I want to do in a game. But it's not quite as intense as ONI is at the beginning. But there is stuff to do, and it's meaningful, and you have a lot of different ways of expressing how the colony works. I would probably say there's not as much depth as with ONI, but like the level of detail for what is there is really good. And obviously it being the 3D top-down game as well, I really like that as well. Right, we have the conductive wire now, don't we? So, I mean, maybe... Okay, hold on. I think I just want the... metal refiner conductive thing. Now, we could just pump in a load of hydrogen from here. Let's have a think. I think what we will do, because I think we're going to do ranches here. Let's just actually tile this all across for now, just so that we know that we're committing this space to ranches. Maybe, I don't know. What we could do is we could have the pip breeding down here and then just fill the space with trees. That's not a... I don't think that's a bad plan. Yeah, there's so much CO2 down here. It's funny, even though it looks open, it does actually still make sense for them to have the oxygen mask here. Especially because they're coming in here and letting all this salt water in. Let's actually have a look at the relative temperature. So when does this freeze again? 7.5. Can't quite hit that sweet spot. I guess a lot of this stuff is heating up now. Maybe there's not quite as much heat capacity here as I thought there was. What I could do is, if I just... I don't care about these bees. These bees are the only ones I care about. We can do everything else from there. So, I think if we dig these tiles out, we may not actually reach these. Maybe just make this ladder. And then we can let all this water down here as well. And maybe we actually just ladder all the way down here. Osman is trapped. That's very funny. Here you go. I'll try not to kill anyone today. We have been pretty laissez-faire on this run, and I kind of knew I was going to be laissez-faire on this run. So, yeah. No apologies. This is the run where everyone dies. Well, not everyone. Neo's earned a skill point. There you go. Good job. I mean, maybe at some point, if we're running out of power, we'll come and try and engineer some more pip planting to go on here. The thing is, they can't plant uranium ore. It's too hard. But what I'm thinking is... we could probably put another ranch down here. But we definitely... I think eventually we're going to move this. I think what I could... oh, right. Whoops. Oh, hold on. We need to actually drop the pinch rows in here. Let's see. So, critter egg, pokeshell row, grab. Yeah. Yeah, people are getting beaten up by pokeshells now. It was gonna happen at some point. But let's just grab all the eggs. Okay, Liam is kind of trapped. Here you go. Dig some dirt. Good job. Maybe make a granite ladder here. So you can get around. We've got some meteors. I like the uranium meteors. I've never actually played on an asteroid with uranium meteors. That makes me want to actually come back. There's a load of stuff in here. I don't actually care about any of this. Not really. We have stuff, frankly. Also, this is overpressure now. We can actually just leave this open, I think. In fact, I could even just do something like this. And then we could actually get back in here. That seems worthwhile. Okay, so the issue now is the dupes are getting into this area where they shouldn't be. So let's build a door here. And let's make sure that the access is denied. Or I could just dig this. You know what, I'll just dig that tile. That's easier, isn't it? Yeah, this is a bit of a higgledy-piggledy operation. Yeah, and this water here even stops it from off-gassing. That's good. Okay, I like that. Right, more water is coming down here. That's good. There's a Pokeshell! How'd the Pokeshell get in here? I have literally no idea. This is not a sufficient place for a Pokeshell. The pip is eyeing up his handiwork. He dodged epically earlier and let the plant eat a beeter instead. You know, I honestly thought it would be more hydrogen than this. Okay. So, that's good. So, what else do I want to do? I'll tell you what. If we actually dig this, maybe I should shove the hydrogen over here. I could do that. I could shove 2 hydrogen generators over here, and then the rest of the stuff could just get shoved vaguely around the area. I mean, it works. So then the main thing is we would need access to come around this way. We can do. This isn't going to be neat at all. I'm just thinking I'm probably not going to shove anything in this area, so I might as well do stuff there. Hydrogen. So at the moment, hydrogen is coming in here. So what I could do is I could just make another pipe. So this should just be hydrogen. In fact, I think it will just be hydrogen because there are other gases in here, but it's a pretty low volume. It's just chlorine. The chlorine is going to get pushed down eventually. I set this up so that it would go over here into this one. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fork it. I know it's supposed to be filtered. Let's just do this for now. We can have this come over here as well. We could filter this pretty easily if we wanted to. I don't think we actually want to dump the chlorine out of here. So it just depends how much hydrogen these things actually make. I kind of thought they would make more hydrogen at this point. But we need to make sure that this is a power plant as well. So let's do this. In fact, actually, don't worry about that. Just put this here. Then I guess I will seal this off with a door. That's fine. Okay. We're definitely going to have some folks just running around with masks on in the base at the moment, because that access situation is not good anymore. But you're not making the door out of uranium, are you? Yeah, lock the door. Okay, you know what? Actually, come back here. Then I think you'll be good. Okay, so let's see. So this water then just needs to go straight to a sieve. Okay. Where do I want to stick the sieve? Am I going to move this long term? I imagine I probably will. I don't really want to send it to the bathroom because I don't want to heat up the base. I think the other question is, where do I actually want to put all of the Oxyferns? I mean, this seems like a good area still. Maybe I just dig it a bit further down. Maybe this level. Okay, you know what? Actually, I have a plan. Let's come in here. Dig this up. And then we can replace these with insulated tiles. I'm fine just letting the steam still condense on stuff over here. This isn't actually overheating the Oxyferns at the moment. And then what I think we could do is we could just have the Oxyferns at this level, maybe? And then I think we would just actually come in here and replace all of these tiles with insulation. Yeah, something like that for now. And then we would have all of the Oxyferns at this level, which means then we would need to come in here and start demolishing this boulder, which is not going to be overly pleasant, but is something that we can technically do. So let's see. In fact, actually, you could do this as well. I am very aware I'm giving these dupes a lot of errands, and we don't have a lot of labor, so I am definitely going to speed through this. Knit eggs? Do we want nits to sting everyone? Funnily enough, they're probably more food for beeters. No, more food for the Saturn critter traps, right? We could potentially do that. You need another intermediate critter for them to sting, though. I don't think that's worth doing. I don't want to unleash a plague on my colonists for no reason, so I think we're going to leave it. Let's just leave it. I think I'm going to start moving these mealwoods back up here. We'll get rid of these at some point. Right, let's speed it 3. Could they sting the beaters? Maybe. If we look at nits, the temperature range, they die below 0 degrees, and these guys die above 0 degrees. So I don't think it would work very well having them in the same room. You can sometimes do it if you have like polluted water and then like chlorine or something, because the chlorine is such an insulator. But I don't think that's the play. We're not really short on critters for these to eat. We're short on traps. We need to plant more traps here. We need to actually make more natural tiles for them to plant in. But that's going to be... It's probably not going to happen now that the room's full of hydrogen, because I think the bees are supposed to be aggressive, and they weren't. Congratulations on your 3-stream streak, Jumplers. Enjoy your packet points. I'm doing well, Danathor. You're currently having lunch. Excellent. I just had a nice casserole for dinner. It was all good. We have our emergency pip back here. They're still satisfied, apparently. Look, they're laying eggs. They've actually laid a cuddle pip egg down here. They've been that happy. I mean, I guess they haven't got much else to do in that little corner, do they? Poor guys. Yeah, you guys are probably getting a bit hot, right? And I guess that's fine. Is it too much to ask me to just do this? Oh, right, I can't actually do that at all. Yeah, okay. Who is idle? Ari and... Oh, God. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, dig these, please. That's a yellow alert. There you go. Have fun. You are actually going to suffocate. You know what? Actually, remove this. Yeah, there you go. Now you can escape. Right? Yeah. Okay. It's for the greater good. We're not going to kill any more dupes, I promise. Well, I don't promise. I would like to not kill any more dupes. But yeah, this is sealed, so I don't mind if a little bit of carbon dioxide gets down here. But this should be where most of it goes. We will seal this off at some point, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. What else do I actually want to do? I think what I want to do is I eventually want to come down here and dig all of this. So the water can trickle into here. Start freezing again. And then we have a little bit of refined metal. I think we need to make another batch. We're out of aluminium. What? No! What do you mean we're out of aluminium? What are you talking about?
Seek fluid intake.
Oh man, that's not good at all. Wow. I thought we had more metal than that. Oh my god. Fluid's gonna be Pepsi tonight. Sorry, I don't have anything else. I came woefully unprepared. And by Pepsi, I mean Coca-Cola. I know the command says specifically... You know what? Actually, no, stop it. I need to think about this. So I'm gonna put it on break for a minute, and then we're gonna go get some squash. I'll be back in a sec. Man, there is no way we're actually out of metal. That's ridiculous. But here's a squash. There you go. I'm honoring my word. It's all those airflow tiles. Man, there's no way, right? There really isn't any left. There's just no metal here. There's a very, very small amount. Well, I think that's it. We're gonna have to go to the other asteroid then. There's not enough uranium from meteors to build with, and there's no metal in any of these oceans. My god. I never even realized how little metal there was. I mean, it's not even low metal. This is just a normal lack of metal. I mean, there's probably a little bit more we could scrounge around for, but not a lot. Like, there's some space. Like, there's a lot of metal up here. Have you actually been dumping the Pokeshells in here? You have. Okay, good. It's actually crazy. You can dig this. You can dig these. You can dig these. It's all the airflow tiles. I'm gonna have to get rid of them. I think we could probably get rid of the airflow tiles at this point. That's a lot of metal. And the asteroid is open enough now that I think it's alright. Do I get rid of some of the doors? That's a question, isn't it? That's actually crazy. I'm gonna leave that one in there. I think that one's important. Right, well, there's certainly some doors that we don't need. We don't need... I think we do need these ones, unless, actually, you know what? Right, copy these. Didn't replace the tile. Yeah, I think there was one that I meant to not replace. Oh, this one. Oh, whoops. Good spot. Thank you. This is gonna be rough. I want to see if we can do it, but I really don't think we can because we need to refine metal for the rest of the stuff we're going to be doing. I mean, well, here you go. The game is telling you. You literally cannot stay here without doing anything else. It's just not allowed. So, what else do I do? I could remove these doors. These are just mealwoods, right? Shouldn't actually care about doors for mealwoods. I will need doors over here. This feels very wrong. I actually don't need doors over here with the gyms. The gyms definitely use some metal. These don't need doors. So obviously the downside of this is that critters can just wander in and out of here, but it's not really a huge downside, is it? We go an open plan, apparently. And then, yeah, these can go. This is probably actually a fair bit of metal. This door needs to stay down here. Yeah, that's actually like a large amount of metal. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do a little bit of remodeling. That's very amusing, though. Yeah, and then you can dig that, and then you can dig this. I don't know how successful that's going to be at letting you reach all of this. Probably not very. Here you go. I'm distracting myself from the pain of not having enough metal to complete this run. Without fleeing this asteroid. Bert now has operating, so this means we can actually get mechatronics. Okay, so let's put Bert in the... Hold on. Bert isn't skilled, is he? No. Okay. Bert can go in the skill scrubber. There you go. It looks so gross! I don't like it. Maybe we'll just put statues in here or something. Well, at least this colony is going to look different than all the other colonies we've done. This feels so gross. That needs to be doored. There you go. So all those doors actually saved us about, like, 9 tons of metal. That's pretty good. Makes me realize how inefficient I am with this stuff normally. Very interesting. Hold on. Doors only. Then deconstruct these planter boxes. Oh, we have a load of mesh tiles down here we don't need anymore. Okay. I guess just remove these? Oh, wait. Just deconstruct the... Yeah, just deconstruct the tiles. I guess building all these giant fire poles hasn't helped either. There's a saltwater geyser. This is actually a pretty spiky one. Actually, this is really spiky. You know, this saltwater geyser is almost at the point where we could geotune it and it will produce enough bleach stone to run itself. That's potentially very interesting. Well, or it would be if we were actually going to make steam turbines. I don't think we are going to on this run. Right, but you can now get mechatronics. There you go. And Ellie can get exosuit training. That's nice. So Bert needs to prioritize building stuff. Okay, so that's good. We now have a mechatronics guy, but now the main issue is... Yeah, let's just keep working on all this stuff. I guess this means technically I can shove a few more mealwoods down here if I really felt like it. Who's idle? You're idle. Ladder. Maybe we don't need a fire pole stretching all the way down here. I don't know. I think I would like one. Right, hydroponic farms. We need metal for that as well. So yeah, these are all going to be Oxyferns, including probably this one eventually. But I think we need to dig this out first. And I think I'm going to get them to dig this too, just to make some space with water. I don't actually want to pour that water anywhere. Actually, you know what? Let's pour it in here. Is that fine? I mean, it's... Nah, probably not. Let's leave it. I really don't want to heat these up more than I need to. Okay, looks like we're getting a fair bit of hydrogen in here now. That's fine. You're now too hot. Okay. Well, this is actually properly insulated now. I was panicking for a second. Let's see. So, I think what we do is this water pipe is going to go like this. And it's going to go all the way along here. Oh, you know what I've realized? If we dig this water in the right way, we can just cover it up. Instead of... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we can actually just do this. So... Yeah, okay, that's good. Right. Yeah, that'll do. So how many is that? That is... 17 plus 8 is 25. That's not quite enough for everyone. We could put another 3, 4 over here. And then we could probably actually stick, let's see. Probably actually stick another 2 here. Yeah. Okay. That should be enough Oxyferns for 10 noobs. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. And then this salt water can just hang out, I guess. Right, so I think this means we uproot these. And we insulate this to stop the cool steam vent water from getting in there. Well, I feel like we are melting some things, but not a lot. There's plenty of stuff down here, so let's actually start planting the Oxyferns down here. We still have some metal left. Man, how crazy is it that we were even thinking about building stuff out of uranium? That's just not going to happen, is it? What's going on with you? Air pressure? What? Oh, right, because we put all the airflow... We removed all the airflow tiles. Yeah, well... Whatever. We got some omelets. We got some shine bugs. We got a mouth breather farmer. I don't think we want any more dupes. So just take the omelets. There you go. Yeah, I would quite like to stop running this electrolyzer. Let's just let these guys get on with this. I guess I should proactively clear out all of this space as much as we possibly can. Because we need the air from the Oxyferns to get out. So let's actually just do this. That seems fine. Then we need to sweep up this water. Water on the floor really stops these from breathing properly. Even if it looks like they're still working, their throughput is much reduced. So you've got to make sure to actually sweep these tiles. In fact, I'm going to yellow alert this. There you go. See, now they're doing the proper amount of oxygen. And then this means I can remove these. Means we can replant these ones. That's irritating. You know what? Let's do this, and then we can actually dig this. There you go. Cancel that. Here. I'll need to sweep up this P. Random P. It's fine. Is that random P or is that non-random P? Okay, good. You cut the path to that? I did. You're right. That can go there. At least they're next to the Oxyferns so they're not suffocating, eh? Very good. And now this means the digger can actually get down here and dig this tile. Good. Okay. So we need to remove each of these tiles, which means deconstruct them now and then put some insulated tiles here. We've actually got to be really careful about recycling metal. There's a little bit of rust in here. Actually, how much rust is that? Let's see, rust. Well, it's not a lot, but we could get some iron from a naked rust deoxidizer. How does that sound? Actually, sounds pretty good because then we can make a tiny amount of steel. I think that's actually a good plan. So we'll need to get in here and dig up the rest of the rust, because actually it's 400 kilograms per tile when we dig it up. Okay. I'm liking how this is looking. Should mean this area cools down a bit more now. I'm glad the bathroom loop has worked throughout this whole process. I think I'd have been sad otherwise. Let's give our decorator something to do. We could do... Actually, how many plant seeds do we have? Do we have a load of mirth leaves? Not really. Some. You know what? Let's put some mirth leaves in. In fact, actually, that's 6. So I think we have enough seeds to do something along these lines. I'm just enjoying decorating. And I'm branching pips. Yeah, I will. We want to get the Oxyferns going first. Because at the moment we're sucking down our water. And obviously we can get some more water, but I want to make sure we're actually harvesting the geyser. Oh, it's dormant? You're kidding me. Activates in 72 cycles? Great. Okay. Well. We'll think about it. We are planning on ranching pips, yes. We have 500 tons of dirt, so I'm not overly concerned about food. That's the one thing we do have a lot of. Right, mirth leaves can go in here. Get the pips away from the plants. Yeah, look, and then we can just switch these to the white ones. Cool, okay, that looks at least a little better. Right, let's see. Steve can have critter ranching after all. See, here we go. We've got our rancher all lined up, ready to go. This is too much meal lice. I don't want to print more dupes because, again, this is our only sustainable water source. I guess... Well, the only one that I actually want to use. I guess we're kind of siphoning off of this cool steam vent as well. We probably could actually get more dupes. But I need to wait for this to go dormant so we can analyze it, and then we can plan however many dupes we're going to have. But I think maybe what we do is we remove all of these because we've got too many of them. And then I think maybe we put some more beds up here. Changed my mind on this room yet again. I think, actually, in all honesty, we probably can just let this erupt into the environment for a long time. And maybe we don't fill this up, but we can probably get a couple of other dupes. It's probably not the end of the world. Do that for now. What else is going on? Okay, so you're building these. More water. We definitely don't want random water here. Where has that been coming from? Oh, probably you demolishing pipes, right? Yeah, sweep that up, please. Has it been freezing and melting? I hope not. I don't think so. Right, we've built all of this now, so we know that this isn't going to run for a while, so we don't actually have to set this up just yet. This is... Oh, right, I have to actually seal this bit. Okay. There. Did we... Yeah, we need to make a little bit more aluminium, so let's make some more here. But this is why we need to be really careful with the metal refinery, because we just don't have a lot of metal. Probably don't need all of these to be airflow tiles. I don't know. That seems like it kind of get a bit too fine. You know what, put some more here. Nails has got a skill point. Nails can have building. Ari can have aesthetic design. There you go. Very busy duplicant. We got some loot. Let's have a look at the loot. What we got? Ooh, the purple micro musher. That's hilarious. Actually, let's put that on right now. I don't think we have any other blueprints for these. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Right, I think actually let's do the Oxyfern duplication now. Because I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna put it over here after all. Because we're not really using this space for anything at the moment. So let's go ahead and do that. There's a couple of things we're going to have to move. Probably not. I mean, let's see. These base levels don't line up. Well, whatever, I don't care. This is why we're going to do a random project here. So, right. Oh, let me link the video. I linked it yesterday. I might as well link it today, right? This is what we're going to be doing. Oh, I clicked refresh by accident. Damn it. Here you go. Come back. No, don't hit me with an ad. Or whatever, just keep doing stuff while we have an ad. This mush bar print is winning me over, I must say. How about you guys get extra downtime? You burned it, I think, at this point. Right, okay, so we got a couple of things. So let's see. Farm tiles. The farm tiles are where we're going to plant the Oxyferns. It doesn't really matter too much where we put these. And then the shape of the build is quite specific. So we're going to do this, this, this. Put a door here. We're going to put a tile here. I need to remove these ladders. I don't mind this pipe going through here. The dupes can access everything in this build just fine. It's not going to cause any concern. I will actually just get them to do this. And then, likewise, I can put a door here. And then the Oxyferns are going to come out onto this little bit here. We're going to have a chute. Okay. And then we have a tile here. And then there's going to be a little bit of automation that goes up here. So to actually get across this gap, the ladders can come down here. And then as for the Oxyferns, we only want to put the Oxyferns in here as we're multiplying them. So we can wait on that for a little bit. And then we need a couple of auto sweepers. So we need one here that can't reach this tile. And then we need another one here that can reach that tile. So this is why we need to do a bit more rock crushing. I really don't want to be rock crushing the aluminium ore though. And how much metal is on this planet? Alright. I guess we know it's a terra biome, so there should be plenty of copper. I want to see if we can do this without going over to the other planet, but I also don't want to use up all of my aluminium ore of crushing. Quite a few more random things, but I think most of them are actually made out of refined metal at this point. There is another chute that goes here. And then a lot of it is automation. Oh, we need to put liquids in here as well. We actually need 2 layers of liquids. So, I think what we do... Can we make a temperature plate out of brine ice? We can. There isn't any. Okay. Do I just dump some polluted water in here then? I guess we do. That's fine. I'll tell you what, for now, let's just put a bottle emptier up here. And then I'm gonna... Oh. Oh no! I dug that tile out, so all the Pokeshell rows fell down. Okay, well that's not good. You're just delivering the egg in a loop over and over again. Great. Good job. Yep. Okay, and then... What else do we want? We can have regular wires in here. That's fine. That's where an auto sweeper will go, and then there's actually some more stuff directly above that, so that can do that. That's fine. I want to just put a pitcher pump in here so we can just grab the polluted water. There you go. And then we'll try and just collect all the Pokeshells in this one tile eventually, and then go from there. Useless tranquil toes. We definitely don't want tranquil toes. Yeah, this looks like a decent amount of hydrogen now. That's good. A lot of it is building up in here as well. Oh, that's an issue, isn't it? Yeah, I actually need to release this top bit. It's a bit late for that now. Oh, whatever. I don't think that's going to constrain the run. Yeah, let's make sure that you actually get to bed on time, because you guys have been running around the whole asteroid. What achievements are we earning? Oxygen not included, probably. Oh, actually, it's probably eating the omelette as well. That probably helped. Got some snack fruit. That's hilarious. Let's get it. Okay, so we need another auto sweeper here. And then we're going to need a little bit more, I think, actually. Let's make another 10. I feel kind of bad doing this. Right, polluted water, enable auto bottle. Yeah, and then we can just grab this. I should probably actually just go ahead and dig this. I don't think there's any space exposure here, so let's just go ahead and grab that. And then we can come in here and grab this. There's actually a big chunk here as well. This isn't space exposed. That should be fine then. I think... Oh. When we do that, the hydrogen is going to get trapped up here. We'll seal it off again afterwards, I think. I know we're going to need to use the aluminium for stuff though, so that should be fine. Right, we've got polluted water in here, so now I think just dump some regular water on here. And then this will form the liquid layers, which should drown the plant. Yeah, there you go. So now we can remove this. And now, let's unplant one of these. And then we'll go plant it in the farm tile so you can see it's going to drown. That's what we want. So we'll put that over here and then... Yeah, put that over here. Where you going? Here you are. Yeah, so the plant's drowning, so that means it's going to actually burst open and release a seed fairly soon. But we don't actually need to do anything with that for now. Definitely don't supply it with water. Please. Right, yeah. Okay, so that's that done. Let's keep making more stuff. Right, so we need the conveyor loader here. We have a couple of weight plates. So we have one here, one here. We have another auto sweeper here. And then we have another loader that needs to be made. Oh god. Well, this is why we're digging up all the metal from space, isn't it? This is still filling up with random hydrogen from the electrolyzer. That's hilarious. Right, plant this here for now just to make sure the pip doesn't get to it. And then we want a timer sensor as well. That can go here. I think we also want some automation going on. So a switch and then a notifier. And then we need a few different gates. But I will look at the actual overlay for that in the video. So let's have a look at that. When do I get a good shot of this automation? YouTube ads are getting way worse. I'm just trying to skip around to random parts of the video and I just keep getting hit by ads each time. That's hilarious. Apparently I'm showing an ad for Anchor Butter. That's hilarious. Hello, hello, Lolo42. Just checking in to see if you got the lobster treatment. Oh right, what, getting sunburned? No, I'm all right. I got a little bit tanned, but that's about it. Yeah, I was all right in the end. I think I actually need to put in a loader over here as well. Let's wait until we got the metal for that. We got a little bit tanned, but I'm sure it's fading pretty quickly. Right, there is a shot where I have it. Yeah, this looks like it to me. Okay. Alright, so The purpose of this switch is just to open and close the gates, because we don't want dupes coming in here and manually delivering seeds while we're doing the duplication. So that can just go like this. That's fairly straightforward. And then this wait gate is going to be set to a not gate. Wait gate? That's hilarious. It's going to go there. This wait plate is going to activate this chute. The timer sensor is going to go over here. This is going to go into an AND gate. And then this is going to go up here, and then we're going to get some more refined metal. This wire needs to actually go here. Wow, you built that pretty quickly. And then this wire is just going to go here, and then we need the conveyor loader as well. And then I need to see what we're actually setting these settings to. You know, it would have been really helpful if I actually saved what I was going to set these to. Right, so this timer sensor is set to green 2 and red 0.2. That's interesting. Doesn't seem right. Okay, show me what to do with these weight plates. Oh, actually, you know what? While we're here, let's actually just do the conveyor rail. So I think what we're doing is we're loading the Oxyfern Seeds in here, and then we're trying to dump them in here, and then, oh, yeah, we're dumping part of the Oxyfern Seed up here, and then the rest of the Oxyfern Seed is going out here. So these are all the excess Oxyfern Seeds that we're going to produce through the duplication. That's where they're going to go. So when the plant drowns, it's going to get picked up by this auto sweeper and put in here. And then this auto sweeper can reach this weight plate, but not this weight plate. So, oh yeah, this is interrupting the sweeper. Oh, I see now. So what will happen is we'll have a fraction of a seed here or something. This is going to try and pick it up, fail, drop it here, and then we're going to plant the fraction of a seed with this auto sweeper. And then when the plant drowns, the full seed is going to get swept back into here. Yes, I get it now. Okay, so alright, let's keep building stuff. Still a little bit left to do. So this loader goes there. Yeah, because we're gonna get it to try and deliver to this loader, but this loader isn't actually loaded up. Oh, this loader needs to be loaded with 999.9 kilograms of something. Do that again. Oh god, we'll figure it out. Sorry, the explanation of this is not very good. It will make more sense once it's actually built, trust me. Everyone is now asleep. I hope you're actually slowly healing up. You are slowly healing up, that's good. Really only been going for an hour. It feels like it's been way longer. I don't know why. There's not that much left to do. I just need to find what to actually set these weight plates to. So I guess we'll just speed one it while I look and try and figure this out. Right, okay. I desperately needed a moment where I actually showed what the weight plates were set to. Damn. Okay. Alright, guys. Slightly embarrassing. We're gonna go to intermission while I actually watch the video and figure out what's going on. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we got the necessary information. Apologies for that. Right, so we need to set this to above 0 so it detects when the partial seed drops onto it. And then we need to set this one to below 2 kilograms. And that means we're going to hold some seeds in reserve up here just so we can split it whenever we want. So what's going to happen here is, because there isn't the seed here, this chute is open. So if we put an Oxyfern seed in here, it's going to get dumped in here. Then, okay, so what we'll do is seeds, Oxyfern seed, allow manual use, priority 9. Priority 8. And then these will be Oxyferns, priority 9. Okay, I think we're ready to actually do this now. We don't need the notifier because I'm going to just pay attention to it the whole time. This should work. So let's just see. I should be able to explain it now. Right, okay, we'll dig up the Oxyfern from here. So now what we'll do is we'll put the seed in here. I will also tell them to plant it in here at a lower priority. So that means someone should be manually loading this thing. We'll grab this refined metal and we'll use it somewhere else. This needs to be set to Oxyferns as well at a lower priority. So keep that at priority 5. So Ellie has the Oxyfern seed. Where are you putting that? Oh, right. Hold on. Oh, right. Yeah. Turn this off. Sorry. Yeah. Go plant it somewhere else. That's fine. And we can get a few different ones planted in here and duplicating at the same time, to be honest. But we'll start with one. So we keep using our other ones in the meantime. Right, let's speed up. Okay, so Carmike is back to the Oxyferns. That's good. So Carmike is going to put the Oxyfern seed in this loader, which is now going to get delivered up here. So because this weight plate is below 2 or 1 kilograms or whatever, this chute will stay open. So that's going to come up here. And then that's going to get dumped in here. So what will happen now is we're trying to load Oxyfern seeds in with this auto sweeper. But this auto sweeper should be trying to pick it up. Is there a reason why this isn't running? Oh, it's because you're trying to pick up the friggin' seed. Okay. Oh, this is what the switch is for. Yeah, to make sure Liam doesn't come and plant the seed. Right. Okay, so now Liam can't... Liam, you can't reach the seed. Go away. Yeah, so now the auto sweeper is trying to pick it up. It will get... You're trying to find safe area. Really? That's hilarious. So it will try and pick it up. It will drop it on this weight plate. And then... Oh, we missed a step. We missed one step. We have to fill this with 999.9 kilograms of stuff. So what this means is we need to find something that weighs less than a kilogram. We need to find something that weighs less than a kilogram. How are we going to do that? Part where you actually split the seed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. Shinebug eggshell. True. Yeah, that's 100 grams of Shinebug eggshell. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, this is the annoying part. Right, so turn this off. And then let's put the eggshell in here. Let's put sweep only. And then over here. We'll sweep this. 0.1. Yeah, exactly. It's 100 grams of eggshell. So we'll put that in there. We'll then load it up with... Oh, I guess we want like 0.9. We'll probably want to put a load of Shinebug eggshells in there. We want to get like as small a seed fraction as possible, I think. In fact, if we go to eggshell, how much do we actually have? Oh, we have a lot of random numbers on this, don't we? I'm probably just going to have to come in here and collect a load of eggshells. That's fine. Oh, for the love of a simple mod. Okay, how you do that? Take container. I mean, this will work, won't it? Set it to 1 kilograms. Move in the eggshell. Oh, that's true. Move in something else. Move the eggshell, yeah, that's true. yeah, that's also true. Yep, very good. Right, let's see. So... Okay, that works better than my plan. So just put the 1 eggshell in there. Maybe 0.1 vacancy. Yes, that makes sense. I think I probably... Did I might have talked about that in the video. I don't know. Please tell me that you're actually doing this. Oh, you're on downtime. Oh, okay. Fair enough. We'll let the dupes do that, and then we'll get back to business. But yeah, this is kind of a oddly specific case of where you have to do something like this. It doesn't normally come up. Why the heck can't I type a blast the decimal place in chat as beyond me? Really? Oh, is that like the Unicode character? Or are you just trying to do a period? It's gonna be building, whatever. Everyone needs building at some point. They've all got balloons, hooray. It's just vibing. Body temperature. These guys do cold? Really? That's interesting. You're still breathing. That's good. Yeah, we'll just fill this up with, like, some random mineral after that. That's fine. Like sedimentary rock or something. Blitzburst seeds. Sure. Okay, so you're putting that back in here. I guess that's fine for now. I don't mind you recycling this Oxyfern seed. Unrecognized command error. Maybe the program thinks I have rights. Are you actually not allowed to pick up 100 grams of eggshell? That would be very weird if that was the case. Have I denied access here or something? No. Okay, this is really weird. Oh, no, they can't access the room. Okay, got it. Got it. No, you can get up here. What are you talking about? Alright, why can't they pick up 100 kilograms of eggshell? Maybe a relocate will work. Yeah, that works. Maybe the duplicates can't actually load less than a kilogram of material into a loader? This is set to allow... Oh, it's not fucking set to allow manual use. That was why. Boo! Boo hiss! There you go. Mystery solved. You do have access. I don't know why this is considered except eggshell. Yes. Occam's razor and all that. Right, so... Neo has the eggshell, that's good. And this one, again, doesn't actually have anything else in it. So, right, let's fill this with materials. So, mineral... Let's put sedimentary rock in here. Any sedimentary rock will do. Go ahead and grab that. We'll fill this all the way up. Thank you very much. Oh. I've done something wrong, haven't I? I needed to keep it on sweep only. I needed to keep it on sweep only because now they filled it with too much eggshell. So, keep it on sweep only. Thankfully, we have multiple eggshells, right? There's another one down here. Sweep that one. I haven't successfully blocked them from getting into the contraption. Yes, you're right. There needs to be a door up here to block them off. Usually, they're not supposed to be able to climb in over the top. Maybe I'll just remove this ladder afterwards. No, well, I still want them to climb over here, don't I? You know what? Let's actually just do tiles here. That'll work. Careful stacking them eggshells. You can't separate them again. I know. I'm sad. This should be fine. There's lots of different individual eggshells, though. I'm not worried. Right, you are fine on that now. So now we need raw minerals, sedimentary rock. Sweep this. And then, I don't know. Like another random blob of rock over here, right? There you go. I need to tell you, I needed, yeah, so I haven't told you to sweep any more eggshells, so you shouldn't dump any more eggshell in here. Use them up for this kind of thing. Once you accept, you're going to split seeds, so I make it hard. True. We don't normally split seeds. What mod do you use? I would be interested to see that. If you whisper me a link, I'll post it in chat. Because I would be interested in seeing that. We don't do it very often. The only other case where we would do it is Wheezeworts. But we don't have much of a reason to do that these days either. But I'm just doing this on this one run, because we never normally do this in a run. There's not really much point. Electrolysers are kind of better than Oxyferns, because you can power control station to hydrogen generators. Right, okay, so we also need to relocate this eggshell. Here. But I wanted to do electrolysers this time, because we're just feeding it off of cold water. Right, okay, so now we remove the mineral. No, we remove the eggshell. Okay. Now there's 0.1. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll move that over here just so I have one to hand. Okay, and now, because there's 100 grams of space in here now, if we set this to Oxyfern Seeds, and I've got to stop dupes from getting up here to this bit now, because otherwise the dupes are going to try and fiddle with stuff. So I think I actually do need to remove this ladder. Okay. It's irritating. It's called Move This Here. It creates a cardboard box. Oh, I've seen that mod. You can set the size. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh my god. Stop it, Ellie. Oh god. Okay, look. I need you to get out. I'm gonna make it so you can only exit. Oh, this isn't gonna work. No! Okay, look. Right, now, I'm gonna remove this tile. Got it? You're not going to do anything else. You're just going to come down here. I'm going to shut the doors. And now Ari is trapped. Okay. This is going swimmingly. Right. Build a ladder. Right, this should work now. Because this is full of 999.9 kilograms of rock. So now that means someone needs to deliver the Oxyfern seed here. Which they can't do because they can't actually reach in here. How did I... Oh, how did I actually get the seed in there? I think I need to enable... I think I need to open that just to start so that someone can do this. No, you can't actually get on top of the door when it's like this, can you? Well, there's no rock in here now, so maybe that'll work. Ugh! This isn't supposed to be as hard as I'm making it look. Trust me. Okay. The seed wasn't supposed to come out the other end yet. Right, there you go. Now put that in there. Now leave. And now I shut this. Right, this should now work, okay? So the Oxyfern seed is coming up here. The auto sweeper is going to grab it and try and put it in this box. But what it will actually do... Is this actually going to activate? No, I need to put Oxyfern seeds back on here. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, now pick up Oxyfern seeds. Don't allow manual use. Okay. So now this should try and pick up the thing, right? Do we need to tweak the settings? It's not picking up the Oxyfern seed. Wait, did they patch this? Did they patch this so it won't try and pick up the seed? It says it's storing materials. That's wild. There's no way this is... There's no way, right? I'm gonna reload. I know you can still split seed. Yeah, like, they definitely did... Like, I would have known if they patched this. I think we just need to reload. Why is the game frozen on load? Okay, alright. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, when's the last time you guys have split seeds? Right, okay. Let's try again. Yes, this isn't set to... Is it because the conveyor rail being blocked? Do I actually need to... Conveyor rail contains the eggshell. Oh, do I actually just need to dump the eggshell? No, that wasn't right. That definitely wasn't right. Okay. I'm gonna reload that. Why is this working? It was working just a minute ago. Do I just need to remove the rail? Is that the issue? I don't think it is, because it needs to actually leave somehow. Maybe it is. You know what? I think it might be. Let's actually remove the rail. Oh. Maybe... You're grabbing... Oh, you're grabbing sedimentary rock. Oh, it could have been sweep only. Yeah. Yeah. It was probably that. Right, so now the sedimentary rock needs to go. Where is the sedimentary rock? This one. God damn it. Right. Relocate this. I think that was it. It was a sweep only. Okay. This is not very professional so far, is it? I was gonna say I'm glad. Oh right, hold on. Now we need to actually open the door again, so someone can come and grab this. Can anyone actually come reach us? Yeah, Nail can reach it. Fix it in post. No, this is a stream. I ain't fixing it in post. Don't deconstruct the rail. Oh my god. Get out of here. No. Get out of here, Gossman. Right, okay. Now, flip this and get out of here. Right, okay. Now we turn off sweep only. Now we turn off sweep only. Now you try and pick up the seed. Okay, so now we've got one Oxyfern seed. And that's going to try and get picked up. And it's going to drop 0.1 Oxyfern seeds. There we go. We've done it. We've successfully split the seed. This is what I was trying to do the whole time. So now this weight plate will activate. Which means that the NOT gate will turn on. So this will stop running. And then this auto sweeper can reach the Oxyfern seed. So what we could do is we can plant the Oxyfern in here. We now have 2 seeds according to the farming overlay. So now we do that, and the 0.1 seed will get grabbed, and this will keep splitting it into 0.1s. I forgot to set it to 2! Right, hold on. It was not supposed to be 10. Right, so now we can just remove Oxyfern seeds, right? For now? Yeah, okay, that'll do. So that works, and then we turn that on again. And now we can keep planting these. Look! Look! We can keep planting all of these 0.1s of a seed. And then these will drown, and then the excess seeds will come out of here. It's actually working! This should not have taken, like... I think it took like half an hour to sort this tiny little bit out. But there you go. Now you can see we are actually officially duplicating Oxyferns in a very legit manner. And when this seed has stopped being split, it will, in fact, you know what? I think we can set these to priority 1 so the dupes don't try and fertilize them. Because I don't want them wasting water putting it in the farm tiles. Oh, the dirt gets wasted, but not the water. Okay, that's good to know. And then what will happen is these will crack after, or these will burst after about 90 seconds of drowning, I think. Yeah, and then we get a whole seed, and then they get delivered up here, and then we can refill this bit, and then we can keep splitting it. The only issue is you do need to keep resetting these farm tiles each time. So you can't just automate it to go infinitely forever, although why would you ever do that? But you can just like, you can just make a fixed amount of as many as you want, and you'll be all good. But yeah, this is working now. It's because the auto sweepers, this one can reach this tile, but not this. This one can reach this tile, but not this. And then this one can reach both these tiles, but not either of these bits. But yeah, look, it's working. I didn't mean to do that. The more farm tiles you have down here, the more Oxyferns you can do at once. But, like, this is a reasonable number. Fish food. Yeah, that's true. You could do seeds for fish food this way. I would argue that it's more complicated to do this than just get dirt from mealwood. Mealwoods produce so many seeds. Do you guys know a way to fully automate this process where you don't have to keep queuing up to replant? Because I imagine there probably is a way, but I haven't thought of it. But this I think could be particularly strong with wheezeworts as well if you need the radiation. And then you can just plant the wheezeworts. But yeah, it's working really well now. I'm so happy this is actually working. If you can get it to split but prevent the actual planting part. Well, the planting part is what turns it into a whole seed. And then you can safely store it. Because we don't turn it into a whole seed. As you say, these stack up and then it counts. Right. I think we're now actually at the point where we can just plant these. Good. We've done it! We've done it! Pips, yeah, maybe. Rocket science. The pips are helping down here for sure. Also, the shine bug is still breeding down here as well. That's hilarious. Well, I think we're nearly done. Look. Look! They're all working! And then this means we could probably just get rid of the electrolyzer. Maybe we'll leave it on for now just to help out the base pressure. Because this is only enough Oxyferns to actually handle all the dupes. This is not going to produce excess oxygen. Looks like we need to do a couple more. At least this is fairly painless, this clicking. They're quite densely packed. Yeah, they've got this whole sort of free space here, though, so I think they'll be alright. We look at the gas overlay. I mean, there's a little bit of carbon dioxide pooling up over here. This is pooling up over here. I probably should actually put another airflow tile here. But that's probably fine. yeah, they can come back and grab those Oxyferns. Okay, and then the best part is, as well, we can just keep these Oxyferns here, and if we ever need more for, let's say, another planet, then we can just do that. And this water's coming in over here. I think I actually want to get rid of this pipe, because I didn't really want it running down this way. And I guess there's a fair amount of dirt to fertilize, too, compared to the electrolysers. Interesting. Well, it's slightly more than we had earlier, isn't it? Worst case, we put a wood burner, and then we do something with that. Right. Well, that's good. The only issue is, I need to go to the loo. But this was a successful experiment. And, yeah. We will continue, but I need to go to the loo, so I'll be back in, like, 5 minutes. Breaks today, sorry. One thing I've noticed is every time I come back to the screen, now that the webcam is on a table, if I rock the table, it makes it look like the fish are having an earthquake. There you go. Oxyferns are the second most efficient O2 producers in the game, second only to lowly morbs. What about fertilized alveoveras? Have you done that? I haven't actually done that yet, but I'm thinking about it. Might be fun. Right, so now, so obviously we've got some water down here. What I wanted to do as well, we have 22 tons of ice. I think what I would like to do, especially to help cool stuff, I want to set up a little conveyor loop in here with ice in it. So we can just shove this here and then put like a... Something tells me this is not going to be a very efficient use of metal, now is it? So what? It would look something like... All we need to do is get the ice on the conveyor. What do we do up here? Yeah, we literally just had the bridge feeding it on at that point. Maybe just something like this. That's a little bit of metal. Damn. Yeah, I don't want to make a big conveyor loop. That should help at melting the ice. And then we can just manually load this. We can remove this wire too. It's fine. God, I feel like I'm just not being very professional today with how things are running. You know what? It's because it's a Thursday. I normally stream on a Tuesday, but I've streamed Wednesday, Thursday this week. And we're not actually going to be streaming on Friday because I'm busy on Friday. So this is the last stream of the week. Right, let's see if this works. I think it will because I think it will prioritize loading from this bridge before loading with the loader. And then there's enough conductive area in here. I think this should be fine. I'll put a granite temp shift plate in here as well. That'll probably do. Resources low, aluminium. Yeah.
There we go.
Hello, Carrie, actually. How are you? Let me give you a shout out. It's me, Funny Fishman. What have you been up to today? I see you're still... Actually, you're doing max difficulty rhyme, aren't you? I saw you're on attempt 3. How's that going? We're not on max difficulty. We're just hanging out in Radioactive Ocean. And today, we have done something very special. Look, we've been duplicating Oxyferns. We've been cheating. Ta-da! We've got some weight plates, and we've got a conveyor loader that's partially full. So we're splitting this seed into tents and then planting each of those individual tents in here. We're actually cheating. Because we had seven Oxyferns total, and we got another one from the printing pod. And I thought 8 wasn't really gonna cut it, so we just added a load of them. We're actually gonna get rid of the electrolyzer. In fact, what will probably happen is the electrolyzer will just stop running because we'll have enough oxygen. So, yeah. Hope you're doing well, EFR. Other plans. We've got our cool slush geyser set up here. It's just gone dormant. It's going to activate again in 64 cycles. Looks like we're a little bit low on food. Really? Oh, is that because of air pressure? Maybe it's because of air pressure. You can put a couple more mealwoods in. That's fine. You should have been here, Leo. The absolute disrespect for an electrolyzer. Yeah, I know, right? It's literally just here, just erupting. But yeah. So we need to make some conductive wire to get this working. Oh. Yeah, the whole issue with this plan. We have a very, very limited amount of metal. So we can't just rely on a metal refinery for heating stuff up. That's why we stopped doing this. That's a lot of mush bar wallpaper. Yeah, we have to make some mush bars on Monday. That wasn't particularly good, but it is what it is. I think we should send someone to the other asteroid and have a look. We should at least have a look, right? Oh, you know what we should do? We should get someone with digging and field research. Neo. How about we skill scrub you and we give you digging level 2 and then we can uproot any geysers there. I think at this point I'm just gonna call it because we need more metal to actually function. Like otherwise we're just not gonna be able to build anything and that's not any fun for anyone. So I'm gonna skill scrub Neo. Gonna give him field research, gonna give him digging. Hope you're doing well, Delacoth. Willow Jammies, indeed. I saw Willow was playing Satisfactory today. That looks fun. Satisfactory is definitely on my list, but my list is large. Sadly. I could just plant more mealwoods up here as well. But yeah, we actually deconstructed all of our doors because we were running out of metal. That's why we've got all these weird gaps and bits filled with plants. It's very gross. Obviously, we've had to keep some doors. I think we actually don't have enough aluminium for this. So let's make another few batches. Neo is getting all shaken about. That's fine. Achievement. What achievement? Good egg. Well, I didn't try and get a variant. It's probably some kind of shine bug crap. We actually pit planted some Saturn critter traps in here as well yesterday. So the hydrogen is actually building up. We were going to run a load of hydrogen generators down here to do stuff. But the electrolyzer has actually produced so much hydrogen that we're just pumping it from the map at the moment. Good disabled. Why is that? Oh, it's because the oxygen is full and we're not actually going in the suit area at the moment. That was the other thing I wanted to do, was actually get some rust for rusty oxidizers. So we can get the iron from that. That seems very desperate though. How about instead of doing that, I want to get rid of all this salt water. I think we could probably actually just dump it on top here. Do I just want to remove all the abyssalite at this point? I think I do. Okay, let's get some more people in here working on this. I want to clear all the obstacles. And also, let's actually just see how much uranium we have, frankly. I mean, this is held pretty magnificently. Look at this liquid lock. We got the salt water, we got the brine. I don't know how this has happened. But the beaters have been persevering. Are we going to disrupt their delicate equilibrium? Probably. Do I care? No. We only want the beaters on the right side of the map anyways. Right, let's speed it up. Okay, you guys are actually just running on the wheels now. Okay. But yeah, let's get the ice in here as well so we can keep melting it. My plan is just to put it on a conveyor loop. A very short conveyor loop. Because we are out of metals. Allow manual use. Put ice in here. Oh, and I know what we should do. We can actually also... I mean, first of all, we probably actually want to dig this out, right? And make this tank a bit bigger. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. We want to keep the pip alive. Yes, this is working. We're now recirculating the ice that's melting. Is that melting? It looks like it's not actually loading anything. No, it is. It's loading ice. It's just melting very quickly. That's good. Okay, so that should be more water for everyone. And then what we'll do is we'll put a hydro sensor in here. And if it detects it goes over a certain level, I'll turn off the conveyor loader. In fact, I'll probably just tell it to turn off the conveyor loader if we detect any water. Because then it's just going to dump a full ton of ice in there, and that seems like a reasonable measure to me. So if you are above... I mean, above 500 kilograms seems fine. There you go. So now the water level in here should start... Oh. The green signal at below 1. No, below 500. There you go. And now that water level should rise again. Is it going to keep pace? Yes. Good. Very scientific appraisal of that. And yeah, I guess we just keep digging this up. I guess these beaters are eventually going to grab all of the uranium, right? They are actually getting a fair bit of enriched uranium, but again... If we're not actually planning on exploring the other planet and getting plastic... Wait, actually, hold on. Did we skill scrub Neo? We did. Okay, so we want field research and we want digging. 3 levels. Because I want you to go and explore the other asteroid. We should at least have a look. And we've kind of done the main thing we wanted to do today, which was the Oxyfern duplication. So, I want to do some smaller tasks. Let's get Neo in here. We're also storing all the Pokeshell eggs up here again. That's the plan. Right, let's have a look. There may also be a frozen friend on this planet, so we should investigate them, right? Yeah, we didn't spawn here. Yeah, so we've got the Terra biome, we've got the Tundra biome, and we've got the Wasteland biome. So there's copper. There's wolframite. Is there iron? Is there not any iron here? Oh my god. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Check this out. Let's have a look at the overlay again. We got copper, we got wolframite. There's no iron! Maybe it's in the wasteland biome. Well, should we see where the geysers are? Okay, also, we know there's a sulfur geyser, a natural gas vent, a hydrogen vent, and an infectious polluted oxygen vent. Do we care about any of these? I don't think we do. That was an interesting point that I didn't consider. Right, let's see. How about we dig these? We could dig any of these tiles to get up here. Go have a look around. Oh, I timed this really well, didn't I? Yeah, good job. Yeah, good job, Neo. Do I just want to send back the friend? I think I would just want to send back the friend. Yes, I know there's a teleporter. I don't want to see the destination. I know where the destination is. Why does it do that? Okay, show me the friend. Yes! Ren the suit wearer. That will do. Right, so Ren... let's see. Skills. Ren can just go towards suit training, I think. And we'll send Ren back. Good. We always want a nice, fast dupe, don't we? There you go. Now, how's your bladder? Your bladder is fine. Oh, yeah. There you go. Build some buildings for you in a minute. He's gone. Red has been replaced. Oh, right. You have to dig that too, that's fine. Right, let's put a bed in. Don't really want anything too fancy. Yeah, maybe just put the bed there. Then... we don't have any metal yet. You're gonna have to dig some metal. What's the... okay, it's a metal-rich asteroid. That's good. It doesn't look metal-rich. I mean, these bits look metal-rich. There's a large amount of wolframite. Interesting situation where the wolframite deposits are way larger. Hmm. Oh, there's large amounts of copper here. Interesting. Right, let's keep looking around. You will need an outhouse as well. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deconstruct this door. And then we're just gonna keep this sealed, and we're gonna keep this as the bathroom. So we're gonna put a wash basin here. Basically, I just want to see if there's even any iron. Because I've forgotten whether it's in the wasteland biome or not. I think it might be. But, like, if it isn't, then we're in real trouble. Okay, so I think if we get up here... that should be fine. And then in terms of the actual water we want to grab... I think we probably just want to grab this. And then we can pitcher pump this pretty easily. Maybe it's a bit of a roundabout way for water, but whatever. It's fine. Quest time. Okay. We're done with the Oxyferns now. Yeah, you can get up here, that's fine. Do you want to do any research? I don't know. Yeah, build this. We have dirt, don't we? We'll have dirt going up here. Yeah, that's dirt. Okay, so bathroom is sorted. And then... you need one more copper tile. Please. Please, copper. Yeah, dig that sand as well. That'll be good. Yeah, more copper in the wasteland biome. I'm not seeing any iron for steel production. That's so weird. Yeah, I can see why people say Radioactive Ocean is really hard now. Like, you have to make rockets before you could get steel. I mean, I guess you could get a tiny amount of steel from deoxidizing the rust on the radioactive biome, but that's gross. It's funny, because I even remember talking about this years ago, but because we never actually played it, like, I never really remembered how daunting it actually was. What do you mean you can't get up here? You slacker. I'm gonna go to bed now, that's fine. Well, I think... Yeah, you're cold, okay. Oh, you're just covered in germs? Oh, okay. Well, there's not really much for you to even get germy, is there? Right, there's a geyser. We can get to that one pretty easily, so all we have to do for that is... I'll dig up the muck root as well on the way. Then probably just this. Basically, I just want to see what the quantities are of the geysers. That's what I want to do over here. He's got the athletics. Good job. Yeah, we're now on just the Ren mission just to see what the geysers are, in case we need them, and just to double check that there's definitely no iron here. But what we can do as well is we can get Ren to just dig up a load of copper and send it back. And then we can refine that with the metal refinery for the cool slush thing. I think we're just gonna have to abandon the plan of constantly metal refining for that. I don't know, I mean, we're gonna need to refine metal anyways, aren't we? There's a lot of wolframite as well, so we could just make a load of tungsten if we felt like it. There you go. I mean, at least the asteroid isn't very large, so we should be able to get over here pretty easily. And then the other thing we can do is we can come down here. Well, I guess it doesn't save a huge amount of time, does it? There you go. And then you can activate this as well. And we can get you to activate them on the way back as well, the other ones. It's probably worth hedging our bets. Oh, look at that pose. Neo's striking a pose. It's probably worth hedging our bets in case there's something we need for all the Pokeshell stuff that isn't actually on the Radioactive Ocean, right? There's loads of muck root. It's Terra, so there should be oxalite as well. If you just grab the, we could grab this as well. It's a load of oxygen for free. I reckon a good bet is to come down here and just dig this all up. It's a fairly large amount of oxalite. That'll help you with the geyser exploration, I guess. You do that too. There's the magma biome. I think the sulfur geyser is usually always in the magma biome. So I'm not really expecting to reach that one. And I don't mind just athletics training these guys for a little bit either. Quinn, you can have building, I guess. Ellie, nails for a bit of stress. Probably need to put some recreation in at some point. These are all still doing fine. That's good to see. So the oxygen pressure should be good now, right? Yeah, it's getting there. I think I do still want to grab this aluminium, so go ahead and build that ladder. Are you degermified now? You are, that's good. Okay, and then you don't need to disinfect that outhouse. Yeah, I mean, if you want, come over here. Get you to just come over here. There's a big old lump of sand down here. Yeah, I just want to see where all these geysers are. Is there a reason I'm getting you to dig all of that instead of just walking through here? Doesn't seem like it to me. Yeah, just do that. That should be quicker. Ellie under skill point. Ellie could have building. What's in the pod? Shinebug eggs. No, I don't care about any of this. It really does occur to you just how useless the ocean biome is for, like, most things when you're doing this. Oh, there's some oxygen over here as well. That's good. Oh, don't do that. You need to dig this. You can get over here. And you need to dig the sand too. Got a funny way of doing things, Neo. He's just like, I'm just going to dig alternating tiles just because I feel like it. Right, well now you can get in here and explore this. Yeah, there really isn't any iron here. It's ridiculous. There you go, enjoy the slappy slap. It's really got control of that trackpad. Right, so these have been activated on this side now. That is important. Christ. Where are the other geysers? Well, this is all super cold, so that's not very clear at all. Yeah, I guess let's open this one up, and then we know there's none over here, because this is neutronium. There might be one down there. And then I think it's just a case of... Actually, you know what? Come over here and connect these up. And then we can at least free this guy and have a look over here. Loads of oxygen pockets as well, so you should actually just be able to explore fairly freely on your own for a change. We got the polluted oxygen vent. So the thing about the polluted oxygen vent is... it is technically enough oxygen for one dupe if you treat it properly. And there are Weezeworts down here, so we could get that set up and just have one guy here, just permanently. I really need to get in the habit of digging those S-curve things, go up and down instead of building ladders in the early game. It's very quick. You do eventually get a good sense of it. It's good. You need to dig this ice. Wait, you can't reach that? Oh, right. You need to dig that ice. Hilarious. Why are you taking the food? Oh, right, okay. Let's put... No, not a planter box. Let's put a mess table down here. I guess we'll set up a few amenities as well. Actually, how's your morale? Your morale is actually good at the moment, but that's only because we found a friend. I think I probably need to actually work on this a little bit, so... How about... running in the cold. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Oh, that's what we should do. Hold on. Yeah, put a phone here. Maybe we do just make Neo live here on his own, and then just mine metal for us. I feel like there's enough metal here that we probably can actually get away with the refinery plan. We'll just tell him to strip mine the whole asteroid zone. That feels fair, doesn't it? There's a door here. I want to see what's behind the door. Can we actually open it? There's no geyser there. I think that one only opens from the other side. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's so annoying when they do that. I mean, I want to explore over here anyways. Yeah, here's the geyser. So what we'll do is we'll come through the algae, because we want the algae anyways. And then we'll come down through here, and then we can just get straight in here and have a look. And Neo is an experienced duplicate, so he should be fairly good at this. But we may need to see how morale goes. I do actually want to dig this just so we can get up here and have a look. I want to see what a sulfur geyser is. Not that I think it's going to factor into our plans at all, but I'm just curious. Steve's earned a skill point. Neo's earned a skill point. Interesting. Well, I think everyone gets building. Neo could get building as well, because you are actually just going to be doing that for a bit. And we will skill scrub you again if needed. You need to go and reach your oxalite, buddy. It's fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, and then I think what we'll do is we'll just come this way. Then I guess just go in here. Then come down here. I mean, it's good that this is really accessible. If we want to set up permanent habitation, it should be fine. Oh yeah, this is the top. And this looks like the path down, right? Usually a path that you can actually find on these asteroids. What's morale doing? Yeah. I mean, I don't think you actually need motivated by a friend. I think you'll be alright. It's very chilly though. What a shame. So to come actually build some stuff. Okay. Yes, you don't generally like to build very much stuff, do you? And I'm aware it's very cold as well. We got a thermonullifier. We got a load of plants, plants and neutronium here. How does this happen? Neutronium nature reserve here. That's kind of funny. Yeah, for now I just wanted to keep exploring. Show me what the geysers are. Natural gas is probably relevant if we want to do cooking. Permanent nature park, yeah. Unless someone accidentally floods the plants. I think this is probably still the quickest way to go, right? Try not to dig up the sleetweeds either. Oh, now you're gonna come down here? Wait, we got a sweetle pollinated sleetweed in the tile? What? Someone explain. Yeah, Neo can't reach that. That's unfortunate. I don't think I really care. Oh, we do well, FLD dot. Okay, there's the other geyser. Okay, that's good, because that one's pretty easily reachable, too. Just need to actually get over that way. See, the good thing about having a teleporter to the Flipped Asteroid is you don't have to deal with the lava. But again, there's not really that many resources here we actually want. Apart from just mining, strip mining the asteroid for metal. It's probably just what we're going to have to actually do. Okay, here's a hydrogen vent. That's a pretty normal one, I think. Not like we need any more hydrogen, I'm going to be honest. But, I mean, to be fair, having it here means it's a convenient power source for you. And it's in the tundra biome, so we can just dump the heat into the tundra biome without any issues. Okay. Cycle 69. Let's keep going for a little bit longer. So I guess what we could do... Oh, you know what we should actually do? I feel bad for doing this. But now, this is what's going to happen. So metal ore, copper ore, allow manual use, dump it in here, please. And then, if we go back to the main asteroid, where everyone's presumably just running on the wheels now. Can you activate this? Can anyone activate this on this planet? No. Oh, no one can even get in here. That's funny. Well, we can ladder pretty easily in here. So that's the output. Where's the input? If I just... Oh, it's here. Yeah. Okay. We don't have to activate this. Wait. Oh, no. We already activated it. That's fine. Bert can have construction. Ari can have masterworks. Okay. I do actually need to activate that. You know what? I'm going to skill scrub Ari. I'm going to skill scrub Ari, and we're just going to get him to activate this. Because I kind of feel like I want to leave Neo here. Maybe. In the pot. Metal ore? A hatchling? We don't need hatches. Yeah, I've been pretty tired recently. Getting used to going to work again. After the holiday. Right, well the water's getting in here, which is good. I think this means I can release all of this now. So go ahead and do this. And then I guess we can come up here and release the other bits in a later stage. It's kind of cumbersome. Wait, hold on. Let's just not overextend. Let's just let that out first. Let's seal this. I'm sure this will go well.
Thanks for the follow.
There we go. Thanks very much for following Daft Wooly. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends her regards, but I don't know where exactly she is. She was around earlier when I was feeding her. I hope you've been enjoying the oxygen not included. I've been enjoying it. The pips have been enjoying it. Maybe. Citation needed. These beaters are still being kept safe by the power of physics. I'm impressed. Kind of thought we were going to just invalidate the beaters at this point. Oh well. Yeah, you're coming over here. Good. We got the cuddle pip, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. Right. Ari. Ari, you could have research for now. Just so that we can actually activate this. Thank you. And then that means we should actually be able to dump metal on the other planet. And that is a key, that is actually a key finding. Where are you? Oh, you're up here? That's fine. So this is probably the natural gas vent, which is probably the only one that's actually going to be that relevant for export. And even then, I think that's a bit of a stretch. But it's worth knowing about, isn't it? Neo, you have got to change your priority on errands. What is this? Well, that's a little bit better. What are you doing? Okay, you're storing copper ore. Oh, okay. I think this needs to be priority 1. Like, I don't want you interrupting your tasks just to send metal back. But this is good. So, from now on, I think we're just going to refine copper in here. And then the sieve. We can put the sieve here. I don't feel like that's a very permanent place for it, but it's a place for it. You need a door. Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh, probably ice melting, right? Maybe? Yeah, let's dig these tiles. Actually, you know what? Leave that one there. We'll dig these tiles, we'll put a door here, and then we'll just put the sieve here. People don't need to access it that often, so I don't mind it being in this pit. How's dirt looking? Dirt's looking okay. I think we're getting through, like, a couple of tons. But we've got 500 tons of dirt, so I'm not worried. And I'm not going to worry about Neo anymore for now. Let's actually sweep all this out as well. Then the door can go here. And then what we'll do is we'll put a sieve here. And then the metal from this. So if we fill this with polluted water, right? Have we been filling this with polluted water? No. So send green signal if above 50 kilograms. So you're full of polluted water. So we'll raise the temperature of the polluted water by 19 degrees C. So that will be warm enough for the Oxyferns if we do that. And it won't be too hot for them either. So that's actually pretty good. It's not as much heat as we get out of the steel production, but we don't actually need steel, so that's fine. So it does occur to me as well that this is all sort of this area is hot in this water anyways. What would I like to do? So the base is a bit hot up here. Do I actually want to insulate that and then run it down here so it stops it from getting too hot? Probably. We have rock, let's face it. So, but in any case, this is just getting to the point where it's actually going to filter out just fine. And then I think what we can do with that is we can get that in here and then down here, and then that can just go into here, right? And I think at that point it can just be regular pipe, right? In fact, I think this can all be regular pipe. In fact, to be honest, most of it can probably just be regular pipe. I'm probably overthinking this, actually. And then we need some conductive wire. So we actually do need to make a bit more aluminium. So go ahead and make a little bit more aluminium just so we can finish this off. Okay, I'm glad that this has worked out as well. And then we can just make sure that all this space is dedicated to pips and Pokeshells and crap. Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh, we need a smart battery for this. That can go here. Oh, that can go somewhere, right? That can go here. I think I wanted this to actually be part of a room, so maybe we don't put it there. Well, I could just put it down here, couldn't I? That'd be funny. Disallow Tinker on this one, and then we can make sure... Oh, you've already chewed them up? That's hilarious. How many microchips do we even have? Have we just been making excess microchips? Not really. That's good. Well, in any case, we can hook this up here. The sieve could just go in here. And then... the battery. I'm just gonna put the battery here for now, fuck it. No. No, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here. It's kind of cumbersome, but whatever. Make another 5. And then these can plug in like that. At least we have plenty of hydrogen from the beaters now for this. Wait! The pips planted an Oxyfern here. That's hilarious. Okay. Whatever. It's not like we're really worried about that anymore, is it? Oh, actually, I realized now the pips could actually come over here and plant these random Oxyferns. But again, I don't think that matters. Right, so smart battery there. Yeah, keep rock crushing for a little bit. How's this going? You've still got to get over here. I'm also going to tell you to just dig in here, because, like, there's stuff to grab. I don't think I want to open up all of this yet. Right, you're on the phone. That's good. We can get a flower pot put in here, although I'm not really sure what we plant in here. It would have to be a joyous seed. Oh, don't bother. Do not bother. Right, so that can go there, and then this can go... I really didn't need to lay it out like this, but wait, what? Oh, thank you. But whatever, it's fine. And then the hydrogen can just go in there, and then we can activate that pipe. So I'm thinking this is probably going to deplete at some point, because we're going to stop running this, right? I'm only really running this while we're getting back up to gas pressure. Actually get in here. We can. Okay. Yeah, this just counts as a microchip bit. We know that. Oh, I want to put a lamp here, don't I? That's usually what we do. There we go. Yeah, that should work fairly well. Just need to deliver the metal for this now. In fact, can we actually prioritise this? I want to actually get this working. tungsten. Plus 50 degrees C overheat. Copper also has plus 50 degrees C overheat, right? No! No, it doesn't. Oh, do we want to make tungsten then as well? I think we probably do. Okay, here's an idea then. How about we actually make tungsten? So if we do that, that's slightly more heat, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll make the tungsten because it's actually heat resistant. And we actually have more wolframite. But we'll get you to export wolframite too. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Here's natural gas vent. That's a pretty weedy one. Hydrogen is a bit more impressive. But again, we don't really need the hydrogen. Okay, well at least we know where everything is now. And we can skill scrub Ari again, but I don't really... I don't know, I think we'll just skill him back up to decorating, to be honest. It's not really a priority. Right, let's set this to 10 and 19. And I think that means we can activate this pump. So let's set this to above 2,000. And now you can start pumping hydrogen. This should be pure hydrogen, because there's plenty of it. This will also provide some cooling, right? A little bit, because it's cold gas. Yeah, we'll see. Don't bet on it. Coolsty event is now dormant, which means we can analyze it. That would be good. That's Ari's job now. Apparently. Alright, this is now filling up. This is ready to run. Then we can make our first lot of metal, and then we can see how that goes. I guess we steal all this random material in here. We can open this up again now we dumped all that water. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. We got a natural Escher shenanigan going on here. Funny. Okay, the bees are in trouble. The bees! Not the bees! They're like, what? Now this is pod racing. I shouldn't be making fun of them, really, should I? Yeah, let's play with hydrogen. And then that can go up here. Oh, and I'm just pumping it up here now, so this is gonna fill. You know what? Just don't bother. This is going to be pure hydrogen. We'll connect that up again if need be, but I don't think we do. Output pipe full. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. So the water is coming out. That's good. Great. Well then. I think that's good. So we've duplicated the Oxyferns, and we now have refined metal production, and we have the sustainable water for the Oxyferns. And we can just keep melting the ice in here, that's fine. I'll supplement it. And then maybe we can actually get a few more Oxyferns, and then maybe we can get a few more dupes, if we feel like it. But I think at this point, I'm kind of procrastinating. So we're going to wrap it up here, but I think now, especially if we keep Neo on the other planet and get him doing stuff, I think now we have the framework to start exploring what to do with Pokeshells and pips and all that. So I think what we'll do is we'll start by pip planting a load of arbitraries, getting the pip branches going, and then we can get off the mealwoods. And then we'll get into all the Pokeshell stuff, because Pokeshells just eat a lot of polluted dirt. And we're going to be making all the polluted dirt with ethanol distillers. So it's going to require a lot of space. Arbitraries are OP, which is why I don't normally use them. Pip planting and arbitraries. I mean, sometimes you have some piped arbitraries, but like pips and arbitraries and the planting. I mean, granted, it's also good on an asteroid like this where you have very little space, but on a big asteroid, it's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we're going to mess around with that, but we're going to do that next week. So let's save it here. Let's actually just go over to the screen, because we're just playing our normal music today. Usually put them on nature reserves just for spare food. Spare wood. Yeah, that's true. But thanks very much, everyone, for hanging out. If you're still here from Carrot Actually's raid again, thank you very much for hanging out. I do appreciate it a lot. Feel free to follow me on Twitch if you're not already doing so, and you'll get notifications when I go live. I stream weekday evenings, 7:30 to 10:30-ish. The specific days are up to me. You'll have to find out via the Discord when I'm streaming. I send a notification on there. If you do miss a stream, all the VODs are on YouTube. There's build guides on there as well, tier lists, various things. And we're going to be doing Oxygen Not Included for another few weeks, and then we're going to switch over to Surviving Mars relaunch when that comes out. So really looking forward to that. But we've still got some stuff to investigate in the meantime. Hello, Mr. Platty. Right, let's go raid someone. Who's still on? Live Action Pixels playing Mega Bong. You know what, let's go raid Redneck. Redneck is obviously a friend of the channel. They are currently streaming Oxygen Not Included. Let's see what they're up to. Dino Lab Cycle 3982. Good lord. I have never gone anywhere near that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I never even made it to Cycle 1000, right? We'll have to do that on Sarah Gas or Bust. But take care, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye for now.